All right, guys, ding, ding, ding. Round number 2. Time to go at it again. It's the second stop of the Morristown Marine coming up this Saturday on South Holston Lake. So we're back up here. We've been up here for the club event earlier in February, so we've got some time on the water. We're going to be fishing Monday. Then Snyder's going to be up here on Wednesday, and I'm going to come back up for a little while on Friday just to see how things are changing, adjusting. Just had the time change, so it's just now 7:33. Need to change that on the Lowrance before we get caught in trouble on Saturday. But it's redbud winter, guys. It is cold compared to what it's been. The high today is going to be 49. It's about mid-30s right now. Just had some rain push through last night. We're going to have very cold nights coming up these next couple days. I think lows in the mid-20s. Got a hard, heavy frost or freeze warning coming out. So we're going to have a little cold snap here. Then it's going to warm up Thursday, Friday. Then they're calling for some rain/snow coming in Saturday morning of the tournament. So things have been good up here on Holston lately. Took 22 pounds to win this past Saturday. A few 19-pound bags in there. So the key here is going to be finding that better quality, that 3.5 to 4 pound fish. So we want to make sure that as we are out here, we're finding that better quality. That's going to be a big deal. Again, dug ourselves a hole in Cherokee, so we're going to see if we can climb out of that. But we'll be updating you through the day as we practice here today. Fish I've been hearing some things about shallow crankbaits, jerk baits, swim baits. So we're gonna stick shallow for the first little bit, and then we'll branch out deeper, try to get ahead of these fish, and then work our way backwards, guys. So we'll keep you updated.
Got one?
Yep.
Like I said, if you get around that bait.
He's not a real big one.
Step up here, at least down to the floor. Step up to the floor.
Oh, cameraman, yeah. He thinks he is.
He thinks he is.
He's just inside the mouth.
He's looking at me. Nope.
He's long.
He's a fatty. Y'all are hurting his feelings. Uh-oh.
What? I think he's a keeper.
He's a keeper. He went over the line. You got one? Yeah.
Water column, but he smoked it on the, just like letting it fall.
He's pulling good.
You want me to lip him? You going? Okay.
When he stopped turning his head the wrong way.
Oh!
Yeah,
That's a chunky.
like I told you, he ate it on the fall.
What'd you throw? Small contact?
No.
3.8.
Yeah, he. Oh, what it is. It ain't popping. Yeah. You got one?
Yep.
Kelsey's like,
You just,
scoot on it.
you sit back here and smoke a cigarette. This guy won't help us none.
I'm catching debris.
Remember, Kelsey, you're the structure climber.
What I'm good at.
Let's see, we got.
Oh, look here, boy. Sprout. Here's the boat.
Look here, boys. Anybody got a trout stamp?
All right, guys, little mid-morning report. It's 10:30 now. This morning we've kind of idled in the back of these longer pockets looking for some bait in the middle, because typically that's what these fish will set up and do, especially before they head up on beds, which is still probably a few weeks away. But they'll get around those bait balls in the middle of those pockets and they'll push further back. And this morning we We pulled into one pocket and graphed some bait, graphed some fish, turned around and caught 3. But since we've left that area closer to Jacobs Creek and moved down towards the lower end, it's been kind of quite a bit of famine down this way. Haven't seen much bait. We ran into Mitten Holler, didn't see anything where I'd like to see stuff. I mean, a few fish here and there, but nothing like what we found around the Jacobs Creek area. We got some good wind out on the main lake. We're probably going to go run some points right now with some crankbaits and jerk baits and see what we can find there, because it's going to be the wind. We need some wind the way it feels right now. We need something to stir some stuff up. So we're going to keep looking, keep searching. We'll search a few more pockets, see if we can find some more bait balls. Here in a little while, head back up towards that Obnob Jacobs Creek area and search that over a little bit more. And then of course Snyder will be out here Wednesday, and we'll be able to come back Friday and see if anything's changed.
Yeah, I thought he was on the bottom where it didn't move.
I thought you hung up. I was like, man, that's the bottom.
I don't know if I'd swing him.
I'm scared.
Oh, God. On a jerk bait?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he came off the bottom. There he is.
Be nice, fish.
Oh, that got it off the head. That's why he fell.
Smoked it. Is it?
Caught him on a Kitech with a 3/8 ounce head, just kind of slow rolling it. I really feel like you can go get bites doing that, working just down a bluff bank or down a 45-degree bank with that Kitech, and I feel like you can get bites with the jerk bait, especially if we've got this wind that we've got today, again Saturday, which that's what they're forecasting. I may spend some time on Friday, spend a lot of time doing that, especially if Snyder can kind of drill down something shallow, something on a jerk bait or on a fly or on the Kitech. If he's able to do that, we're definitely going to go hunting some deep fish. But Snyder found some good things. Secondary pockets, secondary points. Working way back in some of these creeks is where he found some solid keepers, 2.5 to 3 pounds. Did run into a really good one, caught most of his on a fly. That and a Kitech, had one on a crankbait, I think. So we're going to kind of run, try to build on that a little bit more, check some other creeks that he didn't get to.
What is it? Critters? Trout? Walleye. That's not big. Oh. lost the line. That wiggles and jiggles and jiggles. What's up, big boy? He's out of sight, ain't he? Yeah. Small?
Feels like it.
Not tiny.
No, I mean, I want to see it.
You want the net? You won't break off flipping him. I think he's a keeper. Is my eyes still messed up?
No, he works it more like what you're doing now.
With the hop?
Yeah, a little bit. Now he was the other day when I was with him. Now he knows about yesterday.
That looks like he wants to go somewhere.
Yeah.
What was he?
He's small now.
Okay, I saw the brown side turn on him.
He
And
still wasn't as big as I thought he was, but he's probably 2.5, 2 and 3.
fooling with you. Hey. Smallmouth. That's been a good one. Nothing but a big old fat goat.
Alright guys, here we go. It's morning of the tournament, Morristown Marine stop number 2 here on South Holston Lake. It's March 18th. Temperature's been dropping for the start of the day all week long, so we're starting out at about 32 degrees, 30, 32. Heading to Fish Dam, going to start out moving slow. Snyder with the fly, me with the Kitech. Hopefully they're still kind of moving through those schools of bait that are pushed back into these pockets early in the morning. But we'll keep updating you through the day and let you know about the changes and decisions we make. But that's going to be our starting point, guys. Here we go. Boat 234.
Good. Feels good. Oh. One. Dead center. It's exactly the same size as that other one.
Dude, they just went for this.
Really? little bit.
Lord, you scared me.
I just bent him back. Second time I bent him back. Shut up! I just bent him back. You're like, shut up! Okay, here. Let me throw him in. Felt better than you are.
All right, guys, a little mid-morning report. It's 10:18, so we got about 6 hours left to fish. Fish dam worked out well. We got back there on the right-hand side. Nobody was back there yet. Had it all to ourselves, so we were able to work back through there pretty slowly, take our time. Got back to that little cut around those trees and within that gut there. And everything so far has been on the fly. Can't get them to touch a Kitech. Just ran into Pope and saw them. They said the same thing. So we're going to stick with the fly. We've moved over here into Josiah Creek now. We're going to work through this slowly. We need one more keeper. We got 4 in the box. Need to get rid of 1 or 2 for sure. Got one good one over there in Fish Dam. We'd like to have 4 more like it. That's going to be our focus here going forward. So we're going to kind of take our time, work real slow, and fish that fly thoroughly down these banks with some little bit of broken up river rock and stuff. But again, we're back in these pockets, secondary points. So here in the video, you've heard us talking a lot about catching fish on these secondary points or even on some of these 45s heading back into these pockets. And the thing is, the week prior to this tournament, there was a lot of talk of some fish being caught on crankbaits up shallow, jerk baits, and even some shallow swim bait action going on. And Snyder had located some fish on the fly back on these secondary points, had caught some good quality. You know, we were kind of thinking going in, maybe we could get around that 13, 14 pound mark. He did have one good kicker there on that Wednesday practice, but the problem is these cold fronts, they really stalled these fish out. There was no new fish coming to us. So the fish that were there, they stayed. But the thing is, there was no fresh fish coming in. So those people that were focusing on those deeper bait balls there at the mouths of these pockets and stuff and 40 to 60 foot of water, they had those bigger fish, that better class of fish out there that they were able to capitalize on. Now, we knew going in, we were boat 234. We were not going to be able to jump in on any of those main schools being that far down in the field. So we still stuck with our game planning going shallow, but hindsight is once we got our limit there about midway through that morning, about 10:30, 11 o'clock when things were shutting down on us, we should have pulled back out deep and really went and looked for some deep fish around those bait balls and in those schools, and that would have helped us. But those cold fronts just really held them off, no new fish coming, and we just couldn't get that quality that we needed to upgrade and cull up. Alright guys, that's a wrap here on Holston. Had 5 fish for 11.06. Again, that's not going to even probably make top 100 out here on Holston with these guys. A lot of really solid bags when we came in. Saw a lot of people throwing A-rigs, saw people of course dropping on them. Don't know exactly what it was that won it yet, but again, happy with the limit. We really could have used those two more bites that could have upgraded us a couple more pounds. Again, needed to get that 13 to 15 pound range, start climbing back. So again, that morning bite was the deal for us. Caught everything on a fly. Couldn't get bit on the Kitech today. But again, once 10:30 hit, things just shut down for us, and that bite for us was gone, and we never did make the right adjustments with the wind and everything to get back on a bite that could upgrade us. So you live, you learn a little bit. So next one for the Tennessee Team Trail, not Tennessee Team Trail, for the Morristown Marine. Next one for the Morristown Marine is Douglas on April 8th. And then after that one, we'll be back up here on Holston for the Tennessee Christian Bass Anglers on April 15th. That one should be really fun up here. Should be a spawning event. The Douglas event should be a really fun event for Morristown Marine. So we've pretty much kissed goodbye that chance of trying to make that top 10 to 15 for the Angler Team of the Year race and qualifying for the Bassmaster Team Championship. So we get to just go have fun in these next 3. Have fun on Douglas, have fun on Norris, and then have fun on Watts Bar. So it'll be fun just to kind of go without any pressure of trying to finish anywhere and just go see what we can learn, see what we can catch, and hopefully next year get off to a better start, guys. But we'll see you all on the next episode of Chasing Ghosts.